USC defensive coordinator Danton Lynn just heated up LSU with a blitz on 4th and goal and stopped them, so the Trojans take over. And Miller Moss, who was the Holiday Bowl MVP, 6 touchdown passes, has now completed his first 2 passes of the game. This one 2. Pressure coming, and Perkins got back there and hit Moss, and the Bayou Bengals swarm. And just as Danton Lynn got a big stop.
Baker, I'm dialing this up as often as I can with number 7. What I love here on this zone read is he takes both guys. That's a tough read for the quarterback. Eventually, pretty good presence of mind there to just flip it, try to give the back a chance. He wanted to pull that and get around that pressure, but a heck of a play by Harold Perkins there off the.
Moss to throw. He has a man down the middle, finds his tight end and late.
How accurate he is. Watch where he puts this football on the back shoulder of his tight end right here, running a seam route. Kind of waits, hesitates, gets those linebackers with their eyes in the back. Well, we'll see how they do tonight.
SC setting it up, and there is Branch. Branch is electric. He's across the 45 and dances out of bounds just short of midfield.
Offense, watch the action from Miller Moss. You moving the receiver there who you're going to end up throwing the football to. The action goes to the right, then throw it all the way back. That defense, I think, got caught up in that play action, assuming that ball would.
Moss getting to the edge, getting heat, and he has to throw it away before he gets knocked out.
And made the call against the defense.
So Moss goes to work, and he dumps it out to Quentin Joyner. Joyner gets down close to the first inch-one human being.
Listed at 6'7", 320.
Looks bigger than that. He made a big block there. Moss buys a little time, puts it into traffic. Did he pull that down? Kyron Hudson.
Play. That's just a one-hand. Let me throw my hand up and give it a shot. That's between 2 defenders. Then if he loses the ball, I'm sure they're going to take a look at that to see if he held on to it. I say just for the effort, we give it to him.
Hey, man. The field was a catch for a first down.
One hand, ball comes out. 2 hands. I'm pulling for him. Hold on to that ball.
That's a catch. I think he had it.
Bill, I don't care what you say. That's a catch.
I know Odell Beckham played for LSU, but that was OBJ-esque right there. Trojans up in the red zone. Miller Moss back to work, firing for the corner of the end zone, and there's going to be a flag.
Now at rwlasvegas.com.
Big kickoff return from Branch. Moss tries to pay it off immediately, and he does. He's got Deuce Robinson for the big gain.
The field, they get one-on-one matchup in the slot with great size with Robinson, another big, tall, rangy receiver at 6'6". And Gilbert, who transferred over from Texas A&M, he actually loses his footing, made it easy for Robinson to go right by him.
But now we've had a bevy of big plays. Moss flips it out, and that was probably the first really in. He's pleased to be staying in the game, I'm sure. LSU showing a little heat. Miller Moss in trouble, and Miller Moss knocked free. The ball's on the ground. They've backed all the way up to the 24. Here's Moss. This time a screen. Flips it out. There's Branch. You have the kickoff return. Zachariah Branch gets down to the 4-yard line. Man, is he fun. That great kickoff return from Branch, and then a scintillating play on the screen. Moss firing to the end zone. Going the other way. Oh, and he had it for a second. And
watch tomorrow night.
Thomas Castellanos did a really good job last year for Boston College, and now Bill O'Brien taking over. And a chance to see Bill at a high school camp over the summer, out there recruiting, spreading. Moss getting some heat. They tried to send it up to the back. Woody Barks broke one tackle, but not the second one. A lot momentarily, and now the clock is winding again. And Moss throws it out in the flat, gets it out to his tight end McCree, who's knocked out of bounds, and clock.
Get after Miller Moss.
Moss right down the middle and right on the money finds Mekhi Lemon. That'll be
now
30 seconds.
Page right here is going to get pushed back into Miller Moss, but he does a great job of just kind of reading this seam and being able to put this football. See late movement by LSU? That's tricky for a lot of quarterbacks. He gets hit by, again, just that pressure, but is zeroed in downfield. Reads that safety moving after the snap, puts the ball right into that seam. for a nice completion. Beautiful.
You know, we've been singing Nussmeier's praises, and rightfully so, but Moss is 13 of 16 for $176. And empty backfield. Marks split out wide. They'll get it out to Mekhi Lemon, and Lemon had it knocked free. Lemon trying to get on top of it just in
3, even 21 years later.
He changed things up after that, and Moss, it was a miscommunication, and that I don't like to think about that part.
Me either.
Moss throwing over the middle, and what a great play by Ashton. Empty backfield. Miller Moss got time, firing down the middle. This time no one knocks it away from Ford. Ford across midfield into LSU territory before he's finally knocked off to Ford. Picks up 41.
Zachariah Branch actually, I think, was the intended target. They end up going to Ford. Ford cut in front of that and ends up making that catch. But you see one right behind there? He actually broke free a little bit late. And that's exactly where they were trying to throw this football. I think he was as surprised as anybody. The big tight end goes up and makes that catch. The big receiver makes the catch. The redshirt freshman left tackle.
Moss now needing 12, buys a little time, completes it to Ford. Moss throwing the fade, throwing deep, and flags coming everywhere. Yards. That one cost him a first down. Moss going back to work on the left, going right back at him, and again. Moss under heat, down he goes. Now that's Paris Shand, and he's right over the center. This is pass rushing guys, but only 3 of them. Shand gets right to Miller Moss, and he hits him, but Miller delivers it in time. Lemon in motion. Moss throwing the glass, finds McCree, and late McCree, who's had some big down into first down SC.
Greg Penn has his eyes in the backfield here. The backers here kind of following the quarterback. The blitz, the linebacker on one side. See his eyes kind of looking out this way? What a call by Lincoln Riley to then slip the tight end right behind him. So the action of the receiver, Lemon, draws the eyes of the defense, and then
just came back quickly. So good to have the pads on. He's made an impact tonight. Boy, Moss is feeling all kinds of heat. And how in the...
Got this off. They brought 40 again on this blitz, and he gets in clean. Well, I thought he'd at very least get a hand on this. He's falling backwards to make this throw, and he splits the corner and the safety to big number 8 at 6'4", who holds on to that ball. But Miller Moss with a great...
Moss again, heat's coming, fires, and he's got his tight end McCree, his counterpart, trying to give SC the lead back. Moss down the middle, another completion, and another USC coming. Gave Joyner 4 on that last carry. 2nd and 6. Pressure off the edge. Ball batted high into the air, still up there and diving for it, and all he needs 9 yards on 4th down in LSU territory. Moss fires, and it's batted away again, and this time it is intercepted. I'm not sure he can stoppage should they need it. Miller Moss back to work, firing, got Kyron Hudson into LSU territory.
Free play.
He caught Major Burns offsides. Moss going to try to make him pay, throwing to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacoby Lane.
Baker, we've been bragging about how aggressive he is. This is the pressure right here. But by bringing this pressure, look at the 2 corners and safeties right here. Look at this matchup and what happens as far as the safety. He's got to make a tough decision. Moss knows he's got a free play. The safety here kind of gets turned. He works back to the inside. He elects to go to the side, which is a tougher throw. But because he put it up and over the receiver, let him run underneath it. It's a heck of a job of using his body by Jacoby.
If the easy completion out to Marks. Marks up across the 25 to the 30. He'll be stopped there. Clock continues to run as Kirk.
Not doing anything crazy here.
LSU would like to get pressure to keep everything in front of them, and they're able to do so, but that'll be a first down. Jacoby Lane. And you saw that green line down about the 36 where SC needs to get it. Zachariah Branch is open. Now Branch use those right now. I'm sure they're thinking, see if Moss can make up for it. Throws back to Kyron Hudson, who smart. See if they can get heat on Moss. Only rushing 3. Ball is batted down. It's incomplete. 8.
Ball from the previous play.
Second down and 15. Got to get it into field goal range. Moss throwing to Hudson. Hudson takes a big hit, but he got the hut.
Sage Ryan does not reroute. The reason that's important is because without rerouting and jamming him here, look how he gets by. Now you've got a window in this area right here between the safety and the corner. By not getting hands on him to slow him down, it gives him a chance to get into that window, and then the safety comes over late. And I think we figured out Kyron Hudson.
Yep.
He just likes to make the crazy catch.
Make it hard.
He likes to make that crazy catch.
We saw.
Man, he's made 2 big catches.
Now they called targeting. Of course, they're reviewing it, the replay officials, to make sure that it stands. If it does, it will move the ball 15 yards and closer, or maybe perhaps half the distance. They'll see exactly where the spot is. At any rate, it'd make it a very short field goal.
I've got a crown of the helmet hit. He's going upward into him.
When he's defenseless and a crown.
Well, he's just starting the completion of the catch.
They're both going to, I think, have exciting years.
And there are very few, you don't want to make too much out of one game, but there are very few who viewed the Trojans as a real top-tier contender in the Big Ten.